It's the final stage, guys. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. We don't have what it takes to be in the final sprint. If we want to make a showing, we'll have to be in the early breakaway. Have a good stage.
Hello everyone and welcome. There's a special aura around the last stage on the Champs-Élysées. Whether or not the riders tackled the Montmartre Hill and now famous Rue Le Pic, all of them dream of victory in Paris. With the 3 climbs of Rue Le Pic planned, we can expect an exciting battle between the peloton's punchers. But sprinters with strong support from their teams will have about 15 kilometres to lead the chase and try for a bunched finish. The race is underway, and it's off to a strong start. We're already seeing the first attacks. The race is gaining momentum. There's another attack. There's plenty of movement. New attack. Immediate counter-attack behind. The leader's teammates are organising themselves to control the pace of the peloton.
His teammates are already supplying the pace to finish in a sprint. The breakaway is forewarned. Come on, you have a 1-minute lead over the peloton.
Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb. But he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish.
You're looking good. You have a 1-minute 30 lead over the peloton.
This is the first time crossing the line, and we're already seeing some breakaway attempts. His victory on the second stage of the 2024 Tour confirms the hopes placed upon him. Kevin Vauquelin is a puncher who we should regularly see at the top of the classifications in the coming years. Winner of the Tour of Italia in 2019, the Ecuadorian Richard Carapaz is one of those riders who shines in the mountains and who's best not given too much of a lead.
It looks like you've got an exit slip from the peloton. It's riding quietly.
He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape. He's a very good climber, but he prefers to ride at a steady pace. Acceleration is not really his forte, just like his skills going downhill, which are pretty poor. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. Like most of his Colombian compatriots, Aina Rubio is a rider to be closely watched when the road starts to rise. Second time over the finish line for the front of the race. On the next lap, an intermediate sprint will be contested 1 kilometre after the finish line, just before the Arc de Triomphe.
The pace of the peloton is fast. You can't afford to be complacent in the breakaway.
Counter-attack attempt. The intermediate sprint is coming up, and it's crucial for the points classification because the green jersey is still up for grabs. There's an attack behind.
He's the best sprinter in the group. Take his wheel if you want to score some points. Guys, you're 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
And here are the results of the last intermediate sprint. At the front of the race, the breakaway appears to be steadily accelerating. The riders seem determined to hold off the peloton. The peloton is catching the breakaway. There's now only 1 minute 30 between them. Very comfortable on hilly routes with steep inclines, Dylan Toynch is one of the riders to be reckoned with in the Ardennes Classics. The riders will soon reach the Tunnel des Tuileries once more. After exiting the tunnel, they will head towards Rue le Pic for the first climb up Montmartre Hill.
He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
And the race is now at the foot of Rue le Pic. Remember that there are points to be earned for the mountain's classification with each lap of this climb. But these points are rather insignificant because there won't be enough to overtake the current leader of the classification.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him. He's being distanced. The front of the peloton is speeding up. Stay vigilant. Here's the ranking at the top of the last climb.
A 1 minute gap between the front of the race and the peloton. The front of the race crosses the finish line once more. Another 3 laps to go, with 2 laps that include the Montmartre climb. second time climbing the cobblestone road of Hulabik.
His teammates are riding to protect the jersey.
Penultimate time over the finish line before the final showdown for the lead rider. The peloton is 30 seconds behind. The race leaders are not giving up and are digging deep to accelerate and hold off the peloton. Here we go for the last climb up Montmartre Hill. The breakaway reaches the top of Montmartre Hill. They look set to fight it out on the Champs-Élysées today. And here are the positions after the last mountains classification climb. Last time over the line before the finish for the lead rider. Last time around the Arc de Triomphe and less than 8 kilometers to go.
The front of the peloton has stepped up the pace. Stay at the front.
Just 5 kilometers left before the finish line of the final stage. The peloton is still chasing the breakaway in this final stage, but it won't be long before they link up. It looks like this race will come down to a sprint. And this is the final kilometre for the lead rider. Victory on the Champs-Élysées will come down to the wire.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly.
Here is the winner of the Champs-Élysées stage! Tadej Pogacar!
He found a way to master his rivals in order to raise his arms in victory. Congratulations to... He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls of the route while mastering his rivals. Here's the grand victor of this Tour de France!
Tadej Pogacar!
Today he can finally savor this great victory. We applaud him loudly. He consistent throughout this tour. He managed to score enough points to dominate his rivals. It's time for the best sprinter to receive the green jersey.
Tadej Pogacar!
You may congratulate him. It is richly deserved. Always present at the front, we can say that he's laid his mark upon the race, and that this polka dot jersey is a just reward for all the efforts he's made. Now we will welcome the best climber of this edition.
Tadej Pogacar!
Come on, let's applaud him loudly! With this jersey on his shoulders, there's no doubt that we'll see him play a leading role for a few more years. We now welcome the white jersey of this tour.
Isaac Del Toro!
With this jersey on his shoulders, there's no doubt that we'll see him play a leading role for a few more years. Applaud him as he...
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong.